This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. The holiday season might be upon us, but some might say it's beginning to look a lot like April across Southwest New Brunswick. Environment Canada kicked off December by issuing a rainfall warning for more than half of the province. Central and southwestern parts of New Brunswick are expecting between 40 and 120 millimeters for the first 2 days of December, with some parts of southwestern New Brunswick seeing up to 180 millimeters of rain. In St. Andrews, extreme winds wreaked havoc, even knocking over large trees, and the town crew worked tirelessly to clear leaves from drains. There still might not be snow, but the holiday spirit was alive and well on CHCO this Sunday, where the Santa's Helpers Telethon raised $62,000 for families in need across Charlotte County.
It must come true, sometime soon, somehow. Across the land, dawns a brand new morn.
The live TV event featured pre-taped recordings of school choir performances from across the region that were filmed during the yellow phase of recovery. I had the pleasure of co-hosting the telethon with Santa's Helpers chairperson Andrew Giddens. Andrew and I were separated by plexiglass to follow COVID-19 regulations, while viewers called in from home with generous pledges. A huge part of the record-breaking total from the 50th annual fundraiser came from the merger of Santa's Helpers with Operation Christmas Joy this year.
This has been our goal all along, to have a one-service window for the community, to make it easier for the community and all those involved here.
Near the end of the over 4-hour live event, Don and Linda McGee presented a check for over $22,000 from Operation Christmas Joy. The success of the event during such a trying year around the world is proof that neighbors look out for neighbors in Charlotte County, especially in challenging times. MP John Williamson presented a petition signed by 711 Canadians to Parliament this fall, asking the federal government to fund a year-round ferry to Campobello Island. The federal government has since responded, stating that Campobello does not meet the definition of a remote community according to the National Marine Policy, and therefore does not constitutionally oblige the federal government to fund a year-round ferry. MP Williamson expressed his disappointment in this position in Parliament on Monday.
Unfortunately, the government's reply was merely a statement of facts, that the island has road access and ferries are provincial responsibility. But 1 year ago, Parliament debated the unacceptability of U.S. border guards opening Canada Post mail going to Campobello. During those deliberations, the government appropriately opened the door to assisting with this ferry infrastructure. I expect that commitment to help New Brunswick stands, and that the federal government will assist the province when a plan for reliable ferry service is finalized. Islanders are right to fight for equal access to Canada. They are, Mr. Speaker, after all, Canadians.
The last scheduled seasonal ferry to Campobello Island took route from Deer Island this past weekend. Islanders now must rely entirely on a bridge to Lubec, Maine to connect to the rest of the mainland. Premier Higgs announced last week that Islanders will be allowed to shop for essential goods in Lubec, Maine without requiring to quarantine for 14 days.
We also have clarification on Campobello. Residents can stop at Lubec, Maine for fuel, groceries, or health needs. They can stop in Lubec or Machias, Maine for health needs, and then they can return to New Brunswick without isolating. But we do encourage trips to be kept to a minimum.
I understand that it must be a super big relief for the residents of Campobello to have this new order in place.
That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow us on Facebook at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.